I am Law Government, metric number 2777012, and I will conduct an interview about a problem that I found in my taman. The problem is that the waste disposal bin was removed. Residents don't have a specific place to throw their rubbish, and they just throw it on the roadside. So I will interview my three neighbors and ask them what they think about this issue. Hello, Mr. Chai. Recently, I found at the Daman have one issue, that the waste disposal bin is missing. But I don't know why they take the bins away and now cause the residents don't have a specific place to throw the rubbish. Do you realize it?
Thank you for informing me this issue, Mr. Low. And yes, I do realize it because this issue has been bothering me for a long time. And as we all know, that there was a big trash can right beside the market, and the resident will just throw their rubbish into the big trash can. But since don't know when the big trash can was removed by the authority department for no reasons, so we, as a part of residents, have no clue where to throw the rubbish, and the other rubbish cans are too far away, so it might be a trouble for us to throw our daily waste. This phenomenon lead us to leave the garbage in the same place as the previous garbage can, and there was a lot more trouble as before.
I saw some of the neighborhood and the sellers in the market throw their rubbish beside the road. So what do you think?
Yes, I think yes. So since there's a lot of garbage at the previous garbage can, and there's a wet market right beside, so some stray dogs and cats will be seeking their foods in those rubbish. So when those animals are looking for their foods in the garbage cans, sometimes the garbage will rush into the middle of the road. And if fortunately, I mean, when there are no cars pass by, dogs and cats are safe. And when they seeking food in the garbage in the middle of the road, but if unfortunately, if a car pass by and when they're seeking their food in the middle of the road, they will be killed accidentally, and it happens a lot of the time. So hundred of innocent dogs and cats were killed by cars in the middle of the road when they try to seek their food in the middle of the road. Also, some drivers are reacting really quickly, and they try not to bump into the dogs and the cat. So they will be my car accident if they doing so. I mean, also this case happens a lot, and luckily there were no mankind were killed in the accident. So I guess that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, all right, Mr. Chai. Thank you for your time to join my interview session.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Hello, Mr. Jackson. What do you think about the problem of rubbish thrown by residents on the roadside that I just mentioned?
It's a bad habit for the people around the neighborhood because it's polluting for the food and also the environment, and it causes a lot of like flies and rats sometimes if the cats go find it some food to eat it, you know, or some dogs just like grab it and left foods in there, and it's gonna be a massacre in there. So I don't think it's a good sign for people or the neighborhood to throw rubbish like that. I think the neighborhood could really do something about it. Perhaps they could just get an extra like rubbish bin, and just throw it in rather than like just piling it up on the streets and stuff. And the government actually do have a role on it, and like just give someone to them or whoever, like just throw rubbish like that because it is not responsible. the neighborhood to do that. So that's all I think.
All right, Mr. Jackson. Thank you for your time to join the interview session. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Hi, Mr. Ronald. What do you think of the problem that I just mentioned?
The problem that you mentioned just now is pollution on the earth, which is not good enough, not good to the environment, not good to the image, or even the uh, to the neighborhood. Why? Because I think that first of all, as a city in the town, we should remain the image as a city, not as a village, or not even in the jungle. So all this rubbish should be removed, and this rubbish also will be disturbing to the people who pass through. I mean, whoever going through the rubbish definitely will not have a good image and not even have a good smell. So it's quite a disturbance to a neighborhood and also disturbance to the environment. Okay, and next, it will be also disturbance to the city. I mean, the city administration. Why? Because when it comes to the rain, I think the rubbish will be brush it up into the longkan. So the city administration have to set the manpower to remove it. That's also quite a costly to the city administration. Definitely, when city administration use the manpower, that's also our people money. Okay, that's all.
Okay, Mr. Ronald, thank you for your time.
Okay, thank you.